Hey people, how you guys doing? Hope you guys are good. It's Hamdele Ayotunde Eunice here, popularly known as Jay, and you are welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time of seeing my face, I mean, where have you been? But you're welcome to the channel. We are glad you found us. So please help us to hit that subscribe button down below. Please, it's begging, I'm begging. Help us hit that subscribe button down below, and the bell right beside it so it's notified once I drop a new video. You'll be the first to see it. And to my regular J family members, you guys are welcome to the channel. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for always watching my videos. If you've not subscribed, you're not a J family member, so please help us to subscribe. Subscribe. So, as you must have seen from the title below, I was talking about my Babcock experience today. Now, to the best of my knowledge, Babcock is resuming on Sunday. That's this Sunday. Today is Wednesday. Hopefully, I plan to edit this video before Sunday, so you guys will get to see it before Sunday. So if you're watching it right now, Babcock will be resuming in a few days. Technically. So I decided, you know what, it's the best and perfect time for me to talk about my Babcock experience. I mean, I've been out of school for, see I'm thinking, as if it's been years. I think almost 3 weeks. Yes, almost 3 weeks. August 20th, 2020, that was when I did my convocation. I'm not done with my clearance, so I will still be coming to Babcock University. So, just in case you've been thinking of meeting me, you just might bump into me one of these days, because I'm going to be around to do my clearance once you guys resume and all of that. So, I'm looking forward to that. And if you would love to meet me, just let me know in the comment section or send me a DM, and when I come around, I'll just holla. You guys, just let you know I'm around, so we can just meet up, just say hi. Do you understand? As far family members that we are. Having said all that, I know you guys have been asking me a lot of questions. I'll talk about my Babcock experience, everything that happened to me, not everything, but I'll just tell you guys about my Babcock experience basically. And then I got some questions under my last Babcock related video, so I'll try to answer those questions. And then I got some questions in my DM, so I'll try to answer those questions as well. And no, this will not be the last Babcock related video you see from me, because I mean, I did my convocation even though it wasn't in school, but it's still a Babcock convocation. So if you would love to see how my convocation party went down, please let me know in the comment section. It was lit, it was dope. It might not be your kind of lit, but please fam, it was fun. Like, we had fun. People who attended that party can attest to the fact that it was fun. So if you would love to see that, make sure you leave it in the comment section, and I would edit the video and post the video. Also, I have other vlogs that I made in Babcock University. I will edit them and post them with time. So no, this will not be my last Babcock related video. Boom. As I said earlier, I'm done with Babcock already. Like, finally, I can call myself a graduate of Babcock University. How easy, man? Like, it's not easy. It's not things. It's not. I just tell you guys about my 4 years in Babcock University, how it went, how I survived, how I scaled through, and all of that good stuff. So if you're interested in that, definitely keep on watching. Let me just give you guys a backstory before I jump right into my first day experience at Babcock University. Anyone who knows me or who has heard my story before would know it took me a while to get into uni, almost 4 years, and it just got to that point where I was like, what's going on? I've cried my eyes out. I have prayed, God, you guys don't want to know the amount of videos I did. Someday I will tell that story, but today is not that day. And then finally my mom was like, you know what, there's no course that said our own children should not go to private university, so I should go and find out about private university. She actually specifically mentioned Babcock University, if I'm going to be honest. You're taking it light. Anyway, thankfully I had a friend who had someone in Babcock University, so he introduced me to this man who later became my school guardian. Shout out to Toby, who is a friend that introduced me to Mr. Damilare. So shout out to both of them. I got introduced to Mr. Dare, and he helped with the whole process and all of that. He helped me with my credentials. He basically made the whole thing smooth for me. And guys, you guys don't want to know how I felt after I saw my name on the list. I think my name came out in batch C or batch D. I can't remember. But when I saw my name on that list that I've been given admission, how you guys don't want to know the joy I felt. God, like I said, I'll tell that story one of these days. But anyways, so I was so happy, like I was super excited. Please, if you hear any noise, they're watching what they call it, Big Brother downstairs, so that's why they're making this, so you guys should ignore it. So back to what I was saying. Keep in mind that I had no idea about what Babcock University, like I had no information about Babcock University when I got into Babcock University. So I've tried my possible best to make available enough information. If you've not seen my other Babcock related videos, you should go watch it. Like I have about 3 to 4 Babcock videos. Like I dedicated those videos to Babcock University, talking about Babcock University, either alone or with friends. So you should go watch them. They'll tell you a lot about Babcock University, I promise. But if after watching them and this one, you still have questions, always leave them in the comment section. I will answer them directly or with a video, anyhow. So back to what I was saying. So I had no idea about what to expect. I did not even look up or check out what Babcock University was all about. I did not even know it was a Seventh-day Adventist school. I didn't know anything. But Jack, the only thing that was in my head was I got into school, I'm happy, I'm excited, I want to leave the house, because by then I was already frustrated. My secondary school classmates were about to graduate and all of that, so it was just a lot. The only thing I knew was, oh, okay, fine, it was a Christian school, they allow phones and all of that. That was the only thing I knew, and that was the only thing I needed to pick this school because I was tired of staying at home. So when I got admission, besides preparation, I had to pay acceptance fee of I think 150k. Before that, I had to pay like 7k or 9k for something else. I can't even remember what that one was for. But all that away, it came to the time for me to calculate my tuition fee. If you've ever seen Babcock tuition fee list, you will know the tuition fee for every department comes first. Under the tuition fee, there's that's where you find the accommodation fee, you find feeding fee, and then you find other fees you're meant to pay. My dear brothers and sisters in the Lord, your girl only focused on the tuition fee, and that was because that was like the first thing I saw. I didn't bother going down. I had no idea they were actually other information down. I did not even bother checking them. So my tuition fee as of 2016 then was like 400 and something k. So that was the only thing my eyes went to. And so I went to tell my parents that my tuition fee was 400 and something, and they were like, okay, fine, we could work with it and all of that. So we make preparations. I bought everything buyable, and yeah, day of resumption. School resumed on a Sunday. Babcock University is always resuming on a Sunday. Bear that in mind. But I went on a Monday. Like after my 100 level, for the major part, I always resume on a Sunday. Like the day school resumes when I resume, and that's because I always want to get a good space. But sometimes when I resume on Sunday, some people used to resume earlier before me. Sometimes I end up getting a crappy bed space. Well, aside that, I always resume first day of resumption after 100 level. So I told them 400k. The day of resumption came, we went to school. Thankfully, my dad was the one who drove us to school that day, because I can just imagine if my parents were not the one who drove, like if my dad or my mom did not take me to school that day, what my experience would have been like. Because even with the fact that my dad was the one who drove us to school, we had such an experience. So on that day, what was in my parents' mind was, 400 and something k is what school fees is, right? So on that day, they were ready to go and pay that particular month. So we got to school, and I think I called my school guardian, or we met him at that particular spot, one of the two. The spot turned out to be my department car park. I did not know then. This is another thing you should note. As a first-time student in Babcock University, if you are just going to Babcock University for the first time, everywhere will look strange. Don't be bothered about that. If you are someone who loves to document things, start documenting your experience from the first day. I wish I actually documented that experience, because right now I can look back at it and laugh at it. But seriously, it will be such an experience. I would advise you to document it, because 4 years after that, 5 years after that, you watch those videos and be like, are you serious? Like, are you for real? You watch those videos and be like, are you serious? Like, this happened on the first day. Wow, I'm shook. It will be so much of an experience that you might not be able to do yourself. So if you go to school with your brother, your sister, your friends, get them to help you document it. All the stress you go through on that day, let them follow you and document it. Trust me when I say, you look back at those videos and be like, wow, it was such an experience. I wish I documented my first day experience. I really wish I did, because think about it, it was such an experience. Yes, we met him on that day, and he asked me how much of my school fees during our discussion, and I told him the amount. And then he was like, okay, like, and I told him, and what? Like, that was the school fees now. But he should have had a good laugh, because how would I have thought that was, but you can't blame me. I had no clue that Babcock University was like that expensive. Like I said, I wasn't looking towards going to any private university. My aim, focus, and goal had always been in the federal or state university. Like, I knew private universities were very expensive, but I did not bother to find out how expensive they were before then. Even after picking Babcock, I did not bother to find out how expensive it was. Do you understand? So my whole mindset is the funding and something covered accommodation and covered feeding. I was shook. By the time the man, when I told him, he was like, no, that can't be my only tuition fee. So he took us to his office. My sister, the man, and myself went to his office, and then he did the calculation for us, my brother and sister in the Lord. By the time we were done with the calculation of what my first section school fees was, it was rounding and going up to 1 million. I'm not joking. It was so funny. Myself and my sister kept looking at ourselves like, are you sure? Like, are you sure you're going to do this? Like, it was so funny. And we sure had to go tell my dad because there was nothing I could do. And we already made it to that particular position. So we went to tell my dad. He called my mom. My mom was the one who stuck ahead along with me in this. So she had to bear the burden of my first year. So we called her and she was like, okay, fine. She would try to transfer the money. And that was where katakata happened. I didn't understand. We found ourselves driving around Ogun State that day for different reasons. Either to go and print something. We first had issues with bank. I can't remember why she could not make the transfer directly or something. I can't even remember. Like, it was just a mess. But one very good thing about the whole process is my dad was calm through it all. Like, I was so happy. The calmness actually did a lot of things for me because I was already tensed. And I was already praying in my heart that, hey, my dad should not go and change his mind and be like, you know what, I'm done. What are you to go? Let's go. You can't try another school. And then we came back to school, had to go and print this thing, change this one, do that one. It was so much. And I had my school guide, Mr. Diary, to help me with most of the things I was supposed to do that day. That was my way saying this. So by the time we were done with the whole thing, it was time to go to the hall. From BBS, people who are used to Babcock University, Babcock students will know where BBS is and then where Quinesta is. That particular day, BBS to Quinesta felt like I was going from BBS to Butch. It looked so strange. It looked so far in my eyes. And right now, when I started school and started going from BBS to Quinesta and started walking that route, I'm like, are you serious? Like, this is a place that looked like one very far place the first day I came to school. Babcock University will look strange to you first time, but trust me, there's nothing so difficult. You can trek the length and breadth of Babcock University. Yes, if you've ever been to a federal or state university before, then you understand that Babcock University is not as big as those universities. You can't trek from the gates of the University of Ilorin to any hall, except you want to do it as exercise or you are working in group or something like that. You get, but you can trek from Babcock gates to every hall in Babcock University. It's stressful. It's not something you would want to do every day, but it's doable. It's doable in Ilorin also, but I'm saying the walk distance is not the same thing. Do you understand? Like, by the time anybody who walks Babcock and has walked in Ilorin before, you know that the difference is clear. Now, Babcock University is not a school that you can't survive in when it comes to trekking and distance. And thankfully, there's keke. You can always use napep if you don't want to trek or maybe you're late for a class or something. Putting that out there too. So after the whole experience, like the whole running around and everything, we had to go and register in the hall. I picked Quinesta. My sister was going to pick it for me, and thankfully I'm grateful for that choice. She picked it for me at the gate because I was when you're meant to register. Every time you're going to Babcock University, you always have to drop at the gate as a student to sign in while your parents driving, and then wait for you at the car park. And once you are done signing in, you go meet them and then continue your journey. I'm putting that out there too. We went to Quinesta, started the registration process. It wasn't really difficult for me, to be honest. I came in the second day, so there was crowd, but it wasn't. I'm sure it wasn't as much as the first day. I was about to forget. Registration in all for first year students is always tedious. Like, they take it so seriously. You are just coming in for the first time. They want to make sure you are abiding with the rules, you know the rules and all of that. So they will check through, if not all your bags, almost all your bags. They'll go through almost all your clothes to check and confirm that your skirt is compliant. In fact, they'll make you go and wear those skirts. You go and wear it and then come back and come and show them, so they'll know if they should send it home or not. Guess what? Half of my skirts, if not all my skirts, most of my skirts that I took to Babcock University, they sent it back. No jokes. And like I said, thankfully my dad was calm through this whole process, because typically he is meant to have said, when you wear short skirts, you will this. But it was come through the whole thing. Just told me I had to pack the skirts, and then I'll speak to my mom to help me get some other skirts. Not like I wear short skirts or anything. My skirt is always on my knee. Oh God, sorry. After they were done with that, I have to tell my parents and my family. My brother and my sister went with me, by the way. I have to tell them to be going, that they should know where I will continue from there. And so they went. So after that, I went to register for food. Now, in the comment section, I saw somebody asked me what Babcock University ticket looked like. This is what Babcock ticket looked like. You asked me why I kept this, right? Honestly, I don't know. You have the choice of either staying on campus or off campus. If you're going to stay on campus, you have to pay for accommodation and feeding compulsory. For feeding, you have the option of picking 2 meals per day, either breakfast and supper, lunch and supper, breakfast and lunch. You shall have to pay for 2 meals. You can't pay for 1, or you pay for 3 meals. Now, on your level, I paid for 2, but from 10 level, I paid for 3. I paid for breakfast, lunch, and supper. So yeah, this is what it looks like. So this is the ticket for breakfast, lunch, and supper. It is this long, but the one for 2 meals is always like something like this. So just basically cut out this part. It's always something within this size. You get, and it's always full from the first day of resumption till when you're supposed to leave school, till the last day school is meant to end. That's what they're going to do when you go for it. So this is what the inside looks like. This front color, I think sometimes it's white. I think the front color is always white. No, not all of them. You either get white, pink, I think blue and yellow. I don't know. Anyhow, you shall. I think they're different colors. And then this is what the inside looks like. So as you can see, this place says supper. I'm sure you guys can see. This place says supper. This place says lunch, and this is breakfast. So the idea is, for example, now this is 18th August 2019. You guys can hear me, Sabi. This is 18th August 2019. So the idea is on the 18th of August, when I'm going to cafeteria, I'm meant to tear this for breakfast and then tear this for supper on the 18th and then tear this for lunch on the 18th. Do you understand? Like for each day, once you're going to cafeteria, you tear it and go with it. But be careful with your ticket. Babcock will not be responsible for any lost or stolen tickets. So you guys understand. So please be careful with your tickets. They used to steal tickets. So I would have formed big boys and big girls at the end of semester. By the time it's towards the end of semester and maybe they lost their ticket or something, they bounce back the ticket and start stealing tickets. But people shall used to steal tickets. That's the idea. I don't know why I kept this thing thinking about it, but for weird reasons I kept keeping this particular thing, like my ticket. And I feel like it's because I've always known that I'm going to have to show it at some point. This is what the side is looking like. See, it's rough. You guys cannot believe me, but yeah, it's always full. I don't have the full one. If I have the full one, you should be worried. That means I know it in school. So I got this ticket on the first day, and in my own mind though, I'm like, I don't understand. It's ticket for cafeteria, right? So I went to the cafeteria, and what was in my head was, oh, with this ticket, I should be able to get anything from the cafeteria, right? It only makes sense. But I got into the cafeteria, and then I went to this shop. People who attend Babcock will know the shop I'm talking about. This shop where you can go in through cafeteria, inside cafeteria, and you can also get things outside. Although they won't allow you come in if you're inside the cafeteria, they won't allow you to enter through the cafeteria. You have to go outside and buy what you want to buy. So I went in, I'm like, I want to get something, and they're like, okay, what do you want to get? I said drink and this, and they're like, I should pay. I'm like, I have the ticket. They're like, no, the ticket is actually for meals given by the school. So the idea is, Babcock University gives you, based on your ticket, meals twice a day or 3 times a day, based on your ticket. So it's only the meals that Babcock University is giving you in the cafeteria that you use your ticket for. Any other thing you get from cafeteria, you have to pay for it. If you want to buy bread, moi, cinnamon roll, whatever you want to buy, you pay for it. Babcock University gives bread with beans, bread with breakfast and all of that, but if you're going to get extra bread, you pay for it. Speaking about meals, since I'm talking about tickets, let me talk about Babcock meals. It might change. It's a new regime. You have new busa electives and all of that, so it might change. But this should be constant because it has to do with the way Babcock University operates. Sure, you guys understand. So on Sunday, you get your food, your breakfast in cafeteria. Like you go with your ticket, and then you have the option of either sitting down to eat in cafeteria or your plate. Go with your plate on Sunday morning for breakfast. Same thing as lunch. Breakfast on Sunday is most times always akara and pap. I think at some point we're giving yam and egg sauce or yam and stew or something. Like I said, that particular part might change, but the fact that you get your food in the morning on Sunday and you have to eat it in the cafeteria or take it to your room is valid. I'm sure it will not change. And then for lunch is always beans on Sunday. So you either get porridge beans or you get white beans. Well, it's most times always beans. I don't know if they give any other thing aside beans, but it's always beans and bread, and sometimes they add plantain and all of that shit. If you want beans, go in. Babcock students used to fight for beans. Take note. So you go with your ticket, get your food. Either you get to cafeteria or you take your plate to your room. On Sunday evening, it was rice. Like I said, it can change. Sunday evening also, the same thing. You would go and get your food in cafeteria with your ticket. You can go with your plate or you eat in cafeteria. It's always rice and beans. So you can either eat only rice or eat rice and beans. I think they give spag too. Like I said, these meal options can change into this. On Sunday, you have to take your ticket for Monday morning breakfast to cafeteria, because you get your breakfast for Monday morning on Sunday evening. You cannot go to cafeteria on Monday morning. Nobody will go to cafeteria for you Monday morning. Breakfast for Monday is either you take cornflakes or you take golden more. Then there's one sachet of milk, I had these things, I'll try to put them at the end of this video if I find them. Then there's sugar. It's always 2 cubes of sugar inside one, and then bread. So you get the option of either picking cornflakes or you pick golden more. But both of them have this particular set of things in them. And then you get bread, and then sometimes you get egg, depending on how they want to. And then I think they give granola at some point. But basically, you take your breakfast on Sunday evening. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you forget your ticket in your room, you have to go back to your room to go and take your ticket, or get someone to take your ticket for you in the cafeteria. Then Monday afternoon, most times always rice, fried rice, rice and garden stew. Students always rush for rice and garden stew. So if you want to get it, go early to cafeteria Monday afternoon. Another thing students used to rush for is moi moi on Monday. God. When you experience it, you will come back to this video and give me your experience in the comment section, because it's always a war. Students of Babcock University are not preachers of love when it comes to moi moi. They are preachers of war. They are the Yindaboski. So let me just tell you, whether moi moi on Monday, moi moi on Friday, the queue is always crazy. Like 1 minute there is no queue. Before you say Jack Robinson or before you say Do, it's already, you see the queue, be scared. Let me just tell you, I'm telling you because I love you. You don't have to go with your plate Monday afternoon. You go with your ticket, and then you get food. The food is always packed Monday afternoon for lunch. For supper on Monday is always yam, so you go with your plate for that one. Tuesday morning you go to cafeteria in the morning to get your breakfast. I think it's always moi moi. I think so, yes. Then in the afternoon it's always swallow. I don't go. Then Tuesday evening, I used to look forward to Tuesday evening. Tuesday evening is rice and beans. So I used to go for rice and beans in the evening on Tuesday. That one, you don't have to go with your plate. It will be packed. In the afternoon, go with your plate for swallow or you eat in cafeteria. Choice is yours. Tuesday evening, when you go for rice and beans, go with your ticket, because you will get your breakfast for Wednesday on Tuesday evening. I'm trying to break this thing down so you guys will know that I've helped you. Nobody told me this, but I'm telling you people. So yes. And it's the same thing. The breakfast, whenever it's packed, it's always either cornflakes, golden more, that's your choice, and then bread and egg if they want to. But it's always having the old milk, tea, sugar, normal stuff. Wednesday afternoon is beans. That's another day that students used to rush to cafeteria. So if you want to get beans, make sure you go early. If not, you join the struggle. It's always real Wednesday afternoon. And then you go with your plate or you eat in cafeteria Wednesday afternoon. Then Wednesday in the evening is packed. It's always packed. You don't have to go with your plate, just go with your ticket. On Thursday, you go for breakfast in the morning. So then you get to eat in cafeteria or you take your plate for akara. I think we're going to. Do you understand? In the afternoon is swallow. In the evening on Thursday is jollof rice or fried rice. So you either take jollof rice, or you take fried rice, or you take both of them together. But you share jollof rice and fried rice on Thursday. I think they give swag, I'm not sure. But you go with your plate or you eat in cafeteria Thursday evening. Then Thursday evening you go with your Friday morning tickets. People are listening to the way I'm saying this thing. You go with your Friday morning ticket. So you get your breakfast for Friday morning on Thursday. Friday afternoon you go for beans. Yes, they give beans in the afternoon on Friday. You go with your plate or eat in cafeteria. Make sure you always go with your tickets. Nobody wants to without your tickets. And then in the evening it's always moi moi. Oh my god, the struggle for moi moi on Friday evening is real. I really hope these Busa officials are able to make things more orderly. It wasn't making sense because, and I really hope people in charge of cafeteria, this section, would put this thing into consideration. Students are most times always coming for moi moi on Friday, so it's advisable you make the moi moi available in large quantity because that's what people come for. Not like you make too many porridge and yam and people are not coming for it and then you're wasting it on Saturday morning. Do you understand? Anyways, the struggle for it is real. Let me just tell you guys, you go and then make sure you go with your ticket for Saturday morning breakfast because you get it on Friday evening. Friday Sabbath is real. I'm going to get to that later on, but Sabbath starts Friday from 4 p.m. Yeah, I haven't said all that. Then Saturday morning nobody's answering in cafeteria, everybody's in church. If you want to volunteer to work in cafeteria on Saturday, I did that and it was fun. I have a video where I showed you guys what I got up to on Saturday. You will see the whole process, how it goes. So if you want to volunteer, you can actually try to find out who is in charge and then, do you understand, submit your name and you can get to work in cafeteria on Saturday morning. You get to get free rice and free cake and free supper. Yes, that's just me putting that out for you guys. So but you work for it. On Saturday afternoon is jollof rice, Sabbath rice. Everybody's always looking forward to it. Although people are always saying after you eat Sabbath rice on Saturday, you must surely fall asleep. People always say there's something in that rice. I don't think there's something in that rice. Because I feel like even on Sundays, you're already tired from church. So the idea is once you eat lunch, you just want to sleep. It happens to me at home on Sundays. So I feel like that same thing happens on Saturdays. If you don't sleep, you need to be fearing you. Sabbath evening is yam, either yam or potato. Sabbath evening. Now the idea is from Friday, let me say at most by 4, all the shops in Babcock University will close. So nobody's going to sell anything to you from Friday around at least 4 p.m. So the idea is whatever you want to buy that will last you till Sunday morning, please buy it on Friday before 4 p.m. If you need to get bread, if you need to get extra food from the mall, from any of the stores in school, just get everything. If you need to get snacks, get whatever you want to get that will last you till Sunday morning because no shop is going to open for you throughout Saturday. And from 4 p.m. on Friday, they are all closed because it's Sabbath and nobody sells during Sabbath in Babcock University. Actually, it's Saturday evening, so Saturday evening, yes. But you won't get food. You only get snacks, bread, and all of that on Saturday evening. So yes, okay, you might get Indomie. I feel like this Indomie store used to open on Saturday evening. They started opening on Saturday evening, so you might get Indomie. Things that happen in Babcock University. There's something called All Week. You pay for it if you're interested. It's not compulsory. On your level, they will most likely make it compulsory for you guys because they want you guys to have like a first year experience of what it feels like. They might, don't quote me, I said they might make it compulsory for you guys because they want you guys to have an experience, and they might not. Depends on your senators and how they want to run, and you all admit you get. In Babcock University, they build their structures, their hostels, their structures in such a way that a female hostel always have a male counterpart. The structure of the counterpart, that's the male counterpart, is always looking like the female hostel. I don't know if that makes sense. So for example now, Queen Esther has a male hostel that is not Queen Esther Sha. I think it's Samuel Konde or Nelson Mandela. One of the two, I can't remember which of them, but one of the two Sha. So the idea is during the all week, both halls will pair up and they will celebrate together. Now they might do different activities. This, like I said, it depends on the senator and the RA of each halls, of the female hall and of the male hall. You have to agree and decide on what they want to do, you guys, and then they will bring it to you guys, students. You guys have to like agree or disagree. You get. So the idea is you guys celebrate together. You have to celebrate your dinner together if you guys are going to have dinner. On Friday, every Friday, we do what is called, I'm not part of it again, technically. On Fridays, they do what's called room inspection. So every Friday, the idea is you have to keep your room clean. You guys have to clean your room. You and your roommates have to make sure your room is clean. Now, for 100 level students, they give you guys prize for it. Not something serious, but yeah, they give you guys prize for it. So there's prize for neatest room, there's prize for neatest bed. So the idea is take care of your room, take care of your bed space, take care of your environment basically, because your RAs will come to check. Your senators might follow them once in a while, but your RAs will always come to check and inspect your room every Friday. They inspect your toilet, your bedroom, everywhere every Friday. But on this particular room inspection, when it's your own room, it happens once every section. So it either happens in the first semester or it happens in the second semester, but in the section you shall have it. The RAs or student representatives, like if they leave it open for you guys to decide if you want to go, then you get to go. If not, your RAs and your senators will be the ones to go. So the idea is the female RAs, senators, representative will go to the male hostel and go and do the inspection there. Because they are the ones who will go to the male rooms and go and inspect the rooms, while males will go to the female hostel and go and inspect the female room. And then you hear the porter shouting, "Ladies, dress well. This. Guys are coming inside the room." You say, like, girls are not dressing well. It is what it is. So I'm not saying she's not gonna dress well, but yeah, it is what it is. And then there's open day. Open day is when you guys can come to your room to say hello. And the idea is they will always shout and tell you to leave your door open on that particular day. So guys can come visit you, your parents can come visit you, basically anyone can come to your room. It's in a stipulated time. So I think it's always from 12 to 4. After 4, whoever is in your room have to leave because everything goes back to normal. On that particular day, your boyfriend that you have been planning to enter your room since can enter your room that day. The idea is you have to keep your room clean. So on that day, they tell you guys to keep your room clean, tidy your room, tidy everywhere and all of that. And then they do this all let's open the all in the name of Father, Son and Holy Spirit. But it's most times always your all admin and your senators, your RAs that do this. You guys are always in your room ready to receive your visitors when they are doing this. It's always most times on Sundays. Yes. And then your dinner is most times always on Sundays, except if they choose to change the date. And what happens during that week depends on your RA, your senators, and maybe committee if they decide to have one, and your all admin. Sometimes they do this, on Monday we do vintage week, so you have to wear a vintage shirt. Maybe Tuesday we do Ankara or something. Depend on your hall actually. It's developmental week. This one not has to do with department. So every section, I think most times always second semester, yes, most second semester, although some departments, always have it in first semester. Very few departments, but most departments always have that developmental week in second semester. So the idea is for a whole week you guys celebrate. You pick a day, you guys have Ankara day, you guys have t-shirts day, you guys have, depending on your department, some people used to have seminar day, some used to have tickets, and then you have dinner, and then you have Thanksgiving. Dinner is most times always on Thursdays as stipulated by the school, but some departments like CRS department used to like to do gra, they might have their own on Sundays. And then you have Thanksgiving on Saturdays. Those two are compulsory. Whatever you guys decide to do during the week is your business. You must have Thanksgiving and then you must have your dinner. Compulsory. Well, you can choose not to go. I attended all my dinners. 100 level, 200 level, 300 level, 400 level, and 10 of them. And I can give you a rundown of how each of them went. Every 300 level would always be the one in charge of departmental week. Every section. Let me explain myself. For example, if you're in 300 level, you guys would have to select your ESCOs from yourself. You can also include on the level and 200 level, maybe give them the senator for their level or something. Just give them a position if you want to. But the idea is you have to be the ones to run the departmental week for that particular section. So the next year, those who are coming to 300 level will have to be the ones to handle it. But sometimes, I think I know 1 or 2 departments that was 400 level students that still handled it. They said the 300 level students were not capable. That's how we saw it. Whatever happens when the developmental week is dependent on your HOD, your ESCOs, and what they decide to do for you guys. And they might ask for you guys ideas. So yes, we're willing to give you ideas to make it work. And feel free to compete for any developmental post. Yes, if you know you can handle it, feel free. Go ahead and fly. Now there's something called Developmental Debate. It happens every section in Babcock University. So every department gets to compete for a prize. Your department will choose a representative. If you know you are very good with debating, make sure you try to do this. These are the social activities you should get yourself involved in. So just try to participate in the debate. If your department win, all well and good. If they don't win, all well and good. You try again the next year. Now, the ESCOs, that's the 300 level students who are in power by this time, are the ones who would select those who would, like, if they will ask you guys to come if you're interested, and then they will select from you guys the good, the best that will represent the department. So like I said, feel free to go for it. It boosts your morale. You get to stand in front of millions of students. But let me just tell you, it's not always easy. I did this in 100 level. Nobody told me it's always easy. You get people bullying you, you get people ailing you, you get a lot of things. And if you're someone that cannot handle distraction like you get distracted. So yeah, if you can debate, please go ahead and do it. It will help you. You'll be happy and proud you did. Another event that happened in Babcock University is what we call Spiritual Week of Emphasis. Now for Spiritual Week of Emphasis, it happens in the month of January. Yes, it happens in the month of January. Around that time where there is always cold in the morning. Do you guys understand? So it happens in January. And the idea is for a whole week, you go to the stadium in the morning and you go in the evening. I don't know if I've ever said that in any of my videos, but you go in the morning and in the evening. You go by 6 a.m. in the morning and then you go by 6 p.m. in the evening. Actually, you go by 6:30 in the morning and then 6 p.m. in the evening. It's always fun. I have videos that I probably would I did vlogs. Like I said, this will not be the last backup video you guys will see. So you guys will see a vlog of how the experience is always like, so you guys can have like a feel. I'll try to post the video before that period, so you guys already know what to expect before then. So the idea is for a whole week, you go to church in the morning and the evening. They invite an international pastor to come and handle the program for the year, and that international pastor is always having a slogan. I don't know why, but yes, there's always a slogan for every year. Every year there was a time it was www, his word works wonders. So your pastor will come and he's shouting www, everybody responds with his words work wonders. There's a time it was the prayer point of a particular pastor that people were using to remember that particular year. He had this prayer pattern, and once it's about to end or wrap up the prayer, you see students coming in with that prayer because they know what is about to say next. Yes, sometimes it's always like the theme of the year that becomes the hashtag, but it's always fun. It's stressful because at the end of the day, you've gone through classes and then you have to go to church and then you have to wake up the next morning. It's always stressful. I'm telling you that out for free, but it's always fun if you make it fun. Okay, during that period, Saturday is always Thanksgiving as usual. For that period, Thanksgiving for the year. So every year there are students who will be graduating. So Saturday is always Thanksgiving for the students who are graduating. And that year, to an extent, that particular week, to an extent, they always make it a little bit about the graduating students because it's their year, they are the ones graduating. And yeah, you'll be a graduating student sometime, you'll be a graduate sometime. So please let the people that are graduating enjoy it. Sure, you understand? So they always have their Thanksgiving. You hear the pastor always mentioning graduating student this, graduating student that. Do you understand? The pastors try to walk around school, so they might come to your department. If you're interested in getting to meet them, by all means, look out for them, take your pictures, just have fun, basically. I'm always saying document moments like this because you would always look back to them and enjoy them. I look back to my phone and I'm like, I love this moment. Like, I laugh, I relive this moment every time I watch the videos on my phone. I don't know if I've ever said this in any of my videos, but you would always sign. Now, you sign for almost everything in Babcock University. For chapel seminar, you sign in. You sign once actually and then you submit your card. You have service Wednesdays, Fridays and Saturdays. You sign in the hall, sign when you get to church, sign in and then sign out when you're about to go then drop your card. I think now they were trying to use biometrics. I don't know if they're going to continue with that, but you have to sign in and sign out. That's what I'm telling you. Take it from me. And trust me, the crowd. If you don't go early from the hall, you're going to meet crowd. If you decide to wait till when your porter is shouting 5 minutes more, 3 minutes more, you're going to meet crowd, and you might not want that for yourself. So if you can, try to always go early, so you avoid all those crowd, and you just sign majestically and walk out majestically. I'm saying this, it's not like I was always going early, but I'm just telling you, if you can deal with the crowd, by all means go late. Yes, back to spiritual week of emphasis. Classes are always moved an hour up. Classes in Babcock University originally starts from 7 and ends by 6, but I think there's an extension till 7:30. So after that, no class is meant to hold in Babcock University. So during spiritual week of emphasis, they move classes by 1 hour. So classes that are meant to start by 7 will end up starting by 8, and then it continues like that till break time. Break time, which is I think 12. So after break, everything goes back to normal. I think so. And then every class has to end by 5. So your class that is meant to be 4 to 6 before, that your lecturer gets cheated because he or she has to end by 5. Okay, so right now I'm going to try to quickly check through the questions I said I got on my page and try to see how I can answer them, and if they lead to other things I might have forgotten, I'll just include them before I wrap up this video. You guys know I got you guys back. I'm always here to answer your questions, so you understand, so you can ask your question. These are things I do not have anybody to tell me, nobody told me, but I'm going to tell you guys. Okay, someone said, what do you do on Sundays? On Sunday is your chill day. If you have assignments to do your assignments. If you don't, speak about assignments. During spiritual week of emphasis, no quiz, no test, no assignment, no mid-semester, nothing happens then. So you can ball around that period. It's just that most times during that period, lecturers are always like, you guys should not worry, week of emphasis will still end. We give you that mid-semester that you're running away from, that assignment you're running away from, we give to you. So that week is always chilling and balling week, low-key. So what do you do on Sundays? On Sundays is just your chill week. If you have assignments to do your assignment. If you have meetings, that's when most of these social activities used to have their meetings. Go for your meetings, sleep if you don't have anything to do, eat, watch your movie, do whatever you want to do. Sundays are always chill days. So people used to go to church on Sundays in the morning. If you want to go outside school for church, you get your pass before then and go. For people who go to mosques, for the Muslims, you also get your pass to go to mosques on Fridays. This video was really nice and made me smile. Oh, thank you. Well done, Eunice. Hopefully I go to Babcock for a while, but the fee for medicine, you get a CB. My dear, you get a CB, you get a CB. How does the meal ticket look like? I have showed you guys earlier in this video. This is what the meal ticket looks like. This is what it looks like. Now, apparently I've actually turned the breakfast part of this particular part, but this is what it looks like. I showed you guys earlier in this video, but yeah, that's what it looks like. What questions do you feel they can ask in an admission interview, and do medical students have the same GNS and courses with other departments? What question? I think I asked one of my doctor friends, because someone actually sent me this kind of question to my DM and I answered. The thing is, according to him, they asked random questions, like questions they feel you should know, although they used to ask some Babcock related questions. So you might want to watch all my videos, this one and all my other Babcock related videos, so you get hints on what happens in Babcock University, because apparently they ask some of those questions. And then, do they have the same GNS? To be honest, I don't know. For example, I am an English student, or I studied English in Babcock University, so I did every GNS aside a GNS that has to do with English. For example, there's Common English. I didn't take Common English because I'm an English student and I do English normally. So what they teach you in Common English is what I will have learned in one of my other courses. Sure you guys understand. But every other GNS, I had to do it. We don't call it GNS here. We call it GDS. But I get what you're saying. General courses, yes. For Agri students, they won't take the Agri course that I would take because they are Agri students. I don't know if you guys understand. For CRS students, the CRS course I would take, they will not take it. Although I think CRS was made compulsory for everybody. I don't know if it's made compulsory for them. Sure you guys shall get. For mathematics students, the mathematics course I took, they will not take it because it's their course. Sure you guys, sure, I make sense. For computer students, the computer GDS I took, they will not take it because they are computer students, but they will take Common English. Sure you guys understand. I have been watching your videos on YouTube and they have been really useful for me. Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I love your vibe and the joy it gives me. Oh, thank you. There's just one thing I don't quite understand in one of your last videos, which is the female dressing, like the boo-boo, the skirt, etc. Can you please explain further? Sorry, it's long between. Let me try to show you what a boo-boo looks like, and I'll try to show you what a Babcock skirt is meant to look like what the length is meant to look like. Just give me a minute. So I'm back now. This is what boo-boo looks like. This is what Babcock University ladies call boo-boo. It's a very long gown, very free. Feel free to shine as you want. This is it. Can you guys see? It's still so long. Like, it is always long, very free. Do you guys understand? That's how boo-boo always look like. This is another one. Pretty much the same thing. I said it in the last video that I have a lot of boo-boos, and that's because of Babcock University. Now, you asked about the skirt. Now, this is a skirt. I'm going to try to wear this skirt and show you the length and make you understand what I mean by below your knee. Alright, so as you guys can see, I'm trying to move back so you guys can see me. This is my knee. See? So that's the idea. It has to be below your knee. It must not be there. If you are going with a skirt that is here, my dear, you'll be hearing, sister, come, sister, your skirt is short, I really hope you guys get the picture. My hair is scattered, so you guys should not mind it. So yes, I think that's all I have to tell you guys. If I have any other thing, maybe I'll include it in any other Babcock video I want to bring up for you guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys find this video useful. I wish you all the best as you resume school on Sunday. I hope you have a very, very pleasant stay in Babcock University and you enjoy the rest of the years you have to spend in Babcock University. Remember to make the most of it. Capture as many memories as you can. Focus on your focus. Remember why you are there and just have fun. Basically, Babcock will stress you, but you can live and survive the stress. I survived. I did not die. So you can also do it. I'm rooting for you. I believe in you. So go and make everybody proud. Here you get. Alright, so that's all. If you've not subscribed and you've watched the video to this point, please, why haven't you subscribed? Why? Please make sure you subscribe and make sure you give the video a thumbs up. Make sure you leave me a comment, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Also, I'll try to add pictures and videos of some of the things I've spoken about in this video. I will try. I'm not promising. So if you see pictures and videos, then I did. If not, peace out. Yes, I know. I'm in a new attire and my hair is styled differently. I was going to edit the video and then I remembered I didn't speak to you guys about two things amongst others, so I decided to chip them in. But I had to change my clothes because this is a different day and I'm about to shoot another video. So if you see me in another video with these clothes, just accept it like that. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is CCTV. Babcock has zero tolerance for it. So if you are caught, my brother, my sister, you're gonna go to your father's house. My guy, it is real. You will not know when it is working and when it is not working. So if they catch you, if they go your papa house, it's that simple. The second thing I want to talk about is special Sabbath. I spoke about Sabbath earlier, where I told you guys that every Saturday is Sabbath, so you always get Sabbath rights and all that. So there's something called special Sabbath. Babcock University students used to look forward to special Sabbath. Now, special Sabbath is a day that people who are not on lunch and people who are off campus, you can actually get lunch. So basically the idea is that day school provides food for everybody, as opposed to only people that paid for lunch. On a normal day, only people that paid for lunch or people who buy lunch tickets. Yes, let me add that also. You can get lunch tickets if you registered for just 2 meals and the 2 meals are breakfast and supper. That means you did not pay for lunch. You can always get Sabbath lunch tickets, I think on Fridays or before then chat. But on special Sabbath days, everyone gets special Sabbath. Once you are a student of Babcock University, you get special Sabbath. So the idea is you have to use, I think, your e-transact, I think so, to get the ticket, and then you get it. Or they don't say to submit your e-transact, any other want to do it. But yeah, so what they give you that day is rice, zobo or drink, popcorn, cake, ice cream. They give you more than they would give you on a normal day. On a normal day, it's always rice, zobo, and cake. Constant. Either you're taking jollof rice, you're taking bad rice, but share rice, cake, and zobo, or rice, cake, and this nonsense, annoying 15 naira, 100 naira drink that they will give to my 5-year-old younger brother. They give to my 5-year-old baby. and you will still finish it and still want more. That's what they used to give we university students, undergraduates. But anyways, yeah, that's what you would get, or you get drink once in a blue moon. But special Sabbath, you will always get drink. Yes, get a drink, get rice, get zobo, drink or zobo, and then you get cake, ice cream, and all that good stuff. But fam, the queue for Sabbath is always on another level, and then for special Sabbath on a much higher level. I have a clip of standing waiting for special Sabbath. I'll try to input that clip in this video if I can. If not, watch out for my other vlogs that will possibly post about Babcock University. So yeah, that's what I just wanted to tell you guys before I run off. So that's all. Now I need to go shoot the other video I'm supposed to originally shoot with this clothes. And yeah, I'm about to eat. That video is about food, so watch out for the video.
Good morning, Babcock. Babcock University. Experience His word. Neighbor, you my neighbor. I'm talking to you, neighbor. Oh, my neighbor. The best is yet to come. One more time, the best is yet to come. We want to thank God. Hold the hand of someone close to you and give them an Oral-B smile and say, Oremi, Aboki, Eim, Makelwane, Mudikane, Salayami, Mwenzuma, Rafike, Aspazoma, Adelphos, Mubarak.